My parents, they both have addiction. My mom would be nodding out in parent-teacher conferences. My father is the one that taught me how to shoot up.
Here we are in Pikesville, Maryland. We're here with, what's your name, sir?
David.
David. David, are you homeless?
I am.
So tell me your story, David. How did you get to where you are right now?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I came down here to try to start over brand new. I went to Montgomery County. I was having trouble with addiction. I was living in Montgomery County for about a year sober until I found out about Baltimore and its drugs. So I immediately moved here. I kept working, but continued my addiction and drug use. And then 10 months ago, I nodded off in the car and crashed. My arm was out the window, and I flipped the car and onto my arm. I woke up, my arm was amputated, and basically it made it so I couldn't perform the duties of my job as a manager of a sub shop, and I had trouble figuring out what job I can work now, considering my criminal history and my disability now. So everything sank like really, really fast. I lost my place, I lost my job, lost everything, lost my self-esteem, lost everything. I just was like ready to give up, so I stayed here and followed what everybody else did here that was like at rock bottom. And I've been here ever since, and been doing this for the past 9 months. I just don't see no solution anywhere close by. I don't have any family around here. It's just depressing.
All your family's in Boston?
Yeah.
You feel like if you can get in touch with them, they would be able to help you out?
I am in touch with them, but they're all giving up on me. They've given me enough chances. I've manipulated them, lied to them so many times. They're right to do what they've done. So I can't blame them.
And you were telling me how you never would imagine yourself to be at this place now.
No, I judged all the panhandlers. I looked down on them, never gave them anything. I even joked about them, I guess, in the car, picked on them, did the things that I hate when people do to me now. This is a learning experience for me that all it takes is one thing to happen for you to end up on this side.
And it seems like it was addiction that kind of led to you to, I guess, where you are now.
Absolutely.
How'd you get into drugs?
Peer pressure, basically. I'm in middle school and I started with weed and alcohol. And quickly went to oxycodone and all that.
Oxys are kind of hard to let go, get off. Yeah, I heard. Even if you truly want to, it's a strong pull.
Right.
How'd you get into oxys?
Basically, I was taught to sell them first, and then I was taught that you can pop them to help you stay awake and help you keep energy and all that. And I had to have it before I even knew I had to have it. I wasn't aware of the what do you call it? The
consequences?
Yeah, consequences of taking them until it was too late.
Before you did oxys, did you ever knew anybody that had bad symptoms of it? My parents. Your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they both have addiction. My father is the one that taught me how to shoot up. He's more of a friend than a father, He's got 6 years clean now. He's doing his thing now, but he was more of a friend than a father when I was growing up.
How old were you when you first got into
14?
14?
Yeah.
Oxys?
Yeah, perks, yeah.
Oh wow, that's young.
12 to weed and alcohol.
12 in the weed and alcohol, 14 and you because of the friends?
Yeah.
And I guess your parents.
I was telling them, yeah.
Tell me about your childhood growing up.
Growing up, I really wasn't aware of what was wrong with them. My mom would be nodding out in parent-teacher conferences, embarrassing the shit out of me and shit, but it didn't really affect me at all because I just thought that was normal, I didn't really think anything of it until I've been in 7 car accidents with my mother because she crashed cars left and right. My father was hospitalized one time. I had to take care of him, baby him, and put him in his own bed when he got into a car accident and drooling all over himself. It was just normal to me. That was just a regular life. And when I moved down here, it was amazing to me to see a normal neighborhood that weren't junkies running around and cars crashing left and right.
Where in Boston are you from?
Dorchester, South Boston.
I heard from movies they say Southie.
Yeah,
is that
the hood.
That's the hood.
The hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And out there, that's just the environment. You just fell victim. Your family, your parents fell victim just to the environment.
Right.
I don't know if you ever heard of the term generational curse.
Yep.
It seems like what happened to your parents kind of came down onto you.
Right.
What has this path taught you?
Don't judge nobody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned really quickly that I can become just as bad as, or if not worse, than people I'm looking down on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not proud of what I was doing before. I've learned that you can't trust anybody, like, in this world. Like, the closest people to me have done me wrong the most. You know, you should be able to have someone you trust in, you know, regular relationships, but not in the life I've been living. Misery loves company. Everyone that's doing bad around me don't want to see me do good. Don't want to see anybody do good. They'll do anything they can to keep me down with them. I need to get out of the city before I can even think about getting myself better. People do it here all the time and get clean and get themselves together. I just don't see how I can do it.
What's the longest you've been sober?
3 years, but it was because of drug court. I was under supervision. I had a lot of time over my head. That was what was keeping me clean. I wasn't working on shit. As soon as I graduated, I got high the next day. I was a dry drunk. I got clean for one day. You know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I saw you panhandling. You usually come out here to Pikesville to panhandle?
Yeah, I do it anywhere I can. You know, eventually the people get sick of seeing you. Once I feel like I've overstayed my welcome, I'll find a new place to panhandle. Some people are really nice out here, and some people are really horrible to us. You know, I've had chains thrown at me. I've had bottles of urine thrown at me. I've been given spoiled food that they wouldn't even give their own pet. They treat me like I'm worse than an animal, you know? And then there's other people that treat me like I'm a human being, you know, and I appreciate them. There's people that look out for me every day, and I'm grateful for that. Even if I make $10 today, I could have made nothing. I try to keep myself humble and not get greedy and think I deserve more than that. These people don't owe me nothing, so I'm grateful for anything they give me. I really hope I can get away from this and get another job and whatnot.
That's a good mindset to have. You're a testimony to that no matter where you're at in life, you can always have something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
You can always count your blessings, even if you're on the street, panhandling. And that's beautiful that you have that mindset.
Yep.
You have every reason to be mad or bitter.
Right.
Justifiable reasons, but you're still positive, which is an important mindset.
Yep.
And that's going to be the mindset that's going to get you out of your situation.
Right.
So I do believe you'll get out of your situation.
Right.
I honestly do believe that.
Thank you.
You know, you just have to keep looking up and stay grateful.
Yep.
You're not mad or sad when you're grateful.
Right.
You can always be grateful.
Yep.
Do you have any siblings?
I have an older brother, but he didn't fall victim to life. You know, he's a good kid. Never picked up a drug. He smoked weed. You know, lived down in Florida. Got a house. He's doing good, and he lived the same life I did. Just because I grew up that way is not an excuse to do what I'm doing. But it definitely played a part. You know, I'm not saying your upbringing doesn't affect you at all, but it doesn't have to make you who you are.
What are the stuff that you love to do? Even if you haven't done it in a while, though, what brings you peace?
Biking. I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it now. Alcohol-free club. I like to go to. I don't really like dealing with drunks. Music. I like music. Period.
What kind of music you like?
Rap and hip hop and R&B. J. Cole.
J. Cole.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You got good music taste. Do you have access to music?
I do.
now?
Yeah. I have a phone that doesn't have service, but I have music downloaded on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's important.
That saves me a lot.
Yeah. Saves a lot of people.
Yeah.
I can't go a day without music.
Me either.
I need music.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're able to have that
Yeah.
luxury to listen
That's
to
my
music.
therapy.
Yeah. Especially J. Cole.
Yep.
Even for me personally, helped me get out some dark situations.
Yeah.
And Kendrick too.
Yep.
Nah, that's beautiful. I'm glad you listen to music.
Yes.
Are you in a shelter? Where would you sleep tonight?
I don't know yet. I sleep in random places. The shelters are dangerous here.
Why is the shelter dangerous?
It's just got a lot of imbalanced people there, and I'm more safe on the streets. I watched a guy get stabbed in the chest.
Oh wow.
Yeah, last winter when I went to the shelter, and almost got hurt myself.
What's like a place that you slept before?
If it's warm out, I'd stay anywhere. I stay in a bus stop booth. I'll stay behind some random building in an alley. If it's cold, I go to like bank lobbies that have the ATM rooms.
Any last bit of words you want to say to the world?
I mean, if you're one of those people that are treating people that are out here having a hard time in life, gotta think about how they ended up there and think about what they're going through, and if they need that on top of their plate. I was one of those people that did it. I appreciate what you're doing, trying to give the world another point of view on people like us. Hopefully you help the world become like me and understand another way of looking at this side of life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. You've been seen and you've been heard.
Thank you.